Title: Beneath the Starlight of Valoria. The wind howled softly through the ruins of Valoria Station, carrying the faint metallic scent of burnt plasma. Stars shimmered like frozen diamonds in the night sky, untouched by the war raging below. Captain Elias Rourke walked slowly over the cracked platform, his boots crunching against the ash-covered metal. His breath misted in the cold air. He tightened his coat and scanned the shadows. Somewhere out there, someone had survived. Valoria Station had once been a vibrant trading hub between humans and the Valorian people. Tall, elegant beings with bioluminescent skin and silver-blue eyes that could see beyond the spectrum. Now it was a battlefield of broken ships, shattered domes, and silence. Elias lifted his flashlight, sweeping it across twisted girders and fallen debris. Then he heard it, a soft, pained sound. It wasn't human. He moved closer, stepping carefully over scorched panels, and then he saw her. She was slumped against a support beam, her uniform torn, her pale blue skin streaked with dark blood that shimmered faintly under the starlight. Her chest rose and fell unevenly. A Valorian. Her silver eyes fluttered open as he knelt beside her. She looked both fierce and fragile. Tall, strong, built like a warrior but clearly injured. A long gash ran across her side, and her breathing came in ragged gasps. "It's okay," Elias whispered, lowering his voice as he put down his plasma rifle. "I'm not here to hurt you." The alien woman stared at him, distrust flickering in her gaze. Valorians and humans had not been allies for years, but her strength was fading fast. Her fingers trembled as she tried to cover her torn uniform. The cold wind cut through the broken dome, and she shivered. Without thinking twice, Elias pulled off his thick combat jacket and gently wrapped it around her shoulders. She tensed at first, then slowly relaxed as the warmth sank in. The jacket dwarfed her upper body, covering the torn fabric, shielding her from the night. Her luminous skin glowed faintly beneath the folds. "You'll freeze if you stay like this," he said quietly. "But I'm getting you out of here." She tried to speak, her voice soft and melodic, but pained. "Why help me?" "Human soldiers don't help Valorians," Elias sighed. "Because I'm not like the others." He slid one arm beneath her knees and another behind her back, lifting her carefully. She was heavier than she looked, strong muscle beneath elegant lines, but he held her steady. Her head rested briefly against his chest. For a brief moment, in the ruins of a broken world, there was silence, just a human and an alien, breathing together beneath the stars. He carried her through the twisted corridors, where shattered glass crunched underfoot and warning lights flickered dimly. In the distance, distant explosions echoed. The war wasn't over yet, but Elias wasn't leaving anyone behind. Not tonight. They reached an old maintenance tunnel, half collapsed but still passable. He set her down gently on a crate and opened his field medkit. Her wound was bad, a deep plasma burn mixed with shrapnel. She winced but didn't cry out. Valorians were warriors. They didn't show weakness easily. "This is going to sting," he warned. She managed a weak smile. "I can endure." He worked quickly, cleaning the wound, sealing it with biofoam. Her skin pulsed faintly as the nanogel reacted with her biology. Her breathing grew steadier. Her eyes softened, losing the hard edge of distrust. "What's your name?" he asked as he tightened the bandage. "Lyra," she whispered. "Commander Lyra Veth." "Elias," he replied. "Captain Elias Rourke, Earth Fleet." Lyra looked at him closely now, studying his rough human features, the lines of exhaustion around his eyes. "We were enemies," she said softly. "Were," he replied. "But you're not my enemy anymore." A faint rumble shook the tunnel. Dust drifted down from the ceiling. The battle above was moving closer. They didn't have much time. Elias checked his wrist console. Evacuation dropships were 30 minutes away. He had to get her to the extraction zone. Lyra tried to stand but stumbled. Elias caught her again. She hated feeling weak. He could see it in the way she clenched her jaw. Valorian pride was a powerful thing, so he didn't treat her like someone broken. He simply offered his arm. "Walk with me," he said. "We'll get out together." Step by step, they moved through the dark tunnels, their path lit by the faint glow of her skin and his flickering flashlight. As they walked, she began to talk. She told him about her world, crystal seas, towering spires, star gardens that sang in the wind. He told her about Earth, green forests, rain on metal rooftops, and the taste of black coffee at dawn. In those broken tunnels, two enemies shared their worlds. They emerged near the outer landing pads, now little more than skeletal structures wrapped in smoke. Searchlights cut through the fog. Drones swept the area. He crouched low, pulling her with him behind a fallen transport. She leaned against him, her breathing still uneven. "They'll shoot us both," she said softly. "Not if I get us out first," Elias replied. He tapped into a fallen drone's control panel, overriding its signal. The enemy patrol moved away. When the sky filled with the distant roar of approaching dropships, Lyra looked at him in disbelief. "You're risking everything for me." He met her gaze. War ends when someone decides to do the right thing, even if it's just one person. A spotlight swept across the platform. Blaster fire erupted nearby. Elias pushed her down, returning fire with sharp, precise shots. His heartbeat pounded in his ears. He wasn't sure if they'd make it. But when she suddenly grabbed his sidearm and fired with uncanny accuracy, dropping a drone from the sky, he realized she wasn't helpless at all. She was a warrior. Together, they ran, side by side, through the smoke and fire. Bullets hissed past them. The wind howled. His arm held her steady as her leg faltered. Her hand gripped his wrist like steel. Two souls who were supposed to be enemies now fought for the same chance. They dove into the dropship just as its ramp began to rise. Soldiers turned, weapons ready. The sight of a Valorian sent hands to triggers. Elias raised a hand. "She's with me," he shouted. For a moment, silence. Then the ship lifted into the air, engines roaring as it soared into the star-strewn night. Lyra sat on the floor, breathing hard, the human jacket still wrapped around her. She looked at Elias. Not as an enemy, not even as an ally, but as something far more rare. A friend. When they reached orbit, the medics rushed in, but she caught Elias's hand before they could pull her away. Her fingers were warm against his skin. "Elias," she said softly, "when the war ends, come to Valoria. I want to show you the singing gardens." He smiled, tired but genuine. "I'd like that." Outside the viewport, the planet turned slowly below them. A world still burning, but no longer completely divided. In the endless darkness of space, a fragile spark of trust had been born between two beings, from opposite sides of the stars, and it all began. With one simple act, a human man, covering a wounded alien woman with his jacket, beneath the starlight.